I did that so well. Hey. Hi, Internet. How are you today?
Hello, Internet.
What's up, chat?
Let's go.
The interwebs. We do this for an audience of one right now, but there's probably me. But that's okay. I'm used to talking to myself.
Don't admit that in public.
No, it's fine. As long as I don't answer myself, I'm good. I think. Look at that. There we go. Here we go. Let's do this. That's turned into my unofficial slogan for our games. All right. That's not it. That's monster sets. I don't need that yet. Where are we?
Yeah.
I don't need that yet.
This is on the yet.
In the last session of Arcanus Rebirth, the party was on their way out of the tower at the Market Circle when they were approached by Rig, a familiar young boy who used to accompany the wizard Mimsy. Now alone, Rig urgently requested their help to rescue his friend Bobby, a grung from the grasps of two strange men. The party confronted these adversaries, Mr. Kroop and Mr. Vandemar, and a fierce battle ensued. The two men seemed almost undead, and they summoned a host of spirits to aid them in the fight. Despite the overwhelming odds, the party prevailed and freed Bobby, who is accompanied by his large fox companion, Todd. Quickly, while discussing their next... Mr. Todd, I apologize. While discussing their next steps into the Garden District, the party was approached by two observers, one Cassian and Amrid Eris, auburn-haired twin half-elves, who were once briefly students at the Ingmar Academy. Captivated by the party's magical prowess and combat skills, the twins offered their assistance in entering the Garden District and invited the party to a gathering the following night.
16.
As you all head down the street with your brand new companions, Cassian and Amrin, Bobby, beside you, you feel Rig catch up to you. That was insane. Are you all right?
You have a better rig. That's exactly what I wanted to do.
I could think of a few things I'd rather do than that, but it was exciting. So,
Like the stories my dad used to tell.
and
A lot of fun.
Haven, you feel a tug on your coattails of your tunic. Sorry, hey, Haven.
Yeah.
And it's Rig. This is, again, you all saved him, but there wasn't much time, and we're moving kind of quick. I'm not sure what you're doing. This is Bobby. Bobby, this is Haven. He actually brought me and my friend into the city. He protected us.
It's good to meet you, Bobby.
Good to meet you too.
I guess I'll.
I'm not
I'll introduce the other members of our team here. We have my adventure and trusty companion, Havelock.
Oh, very nice to meet you.
This is... What form is Thiel in right now?
Ghost. So small human, like white hair, white skin, pale eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. I was like, this is the Ghost, and
Big ghost.
and Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank here on Andy's name. Holy shit.
It's Trey.
Trey, Jesus.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, hey, nice to meet you. I'm Trey. I'm not Trey. You're Trey. I'm Bobby.
Would you like a fish snack?
A what?
A fish snack.
They're actually pretty good.
Sure.
Okay. I'll give him one of my. Now what?
What does it taste
Three
like?
Old, dried
Tastes like
fish snacks.
fish jerky.
It's good. It's real good.
Frog legs are good
Bobby.
too.
Hey.
I'm not saying his.
He's just kidding. He's just kidding.
No, they're actually quite delicious. My mom used to make them all the time.
You can see this whole time, as you guys are like going along, Amryn and Cassian have kind of been in their own conversation about you all to each other as they're like walking, just making several different like comments and sometimes they come across overly like mean, like talking about like your physical appearances, like, oh, that Trey, yeah, that one's kind of short, like looking over at Trey, but almost admiring. It almost comes across snobby, but not quite. It's like they admire your faults, if that makes any sense. They find it very interesting. Find it all very interesting.
Tim, were they human?
Mhm. Half elf.
Half-elf.
Very, very dark brown skin with like medium dark auburn reddish hair.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. They wear like leather coats that are fine. They look dressed down, but you can tell that their clothes are quality.
Are they wearing the same clothes that it looks like from the other night when I saw them?
It's still the same day.
Oh, so they are.
Still the first day you've met them. They're leading you guys over to the Garden District.
Gotcha. Yeah, but didn't I see them the night before when I was on watch?
No, that was the vampire spawn that you guys killed.
Okay. Yep.
And you remember, Trey, from that night that you saw them, that you have one more day before whatever they were talking about, vaguely. So why are you interested in the Garden District? Cassian looks over at a general question, not to anyone in particular.
I have an aquarium to fix.
But insight check you. He doesn't actually really care what you're doing, so he believes you. No, interesting. All of you, or just you?
I'm not sure. No, kind of like day block.
A large aquarium fixing group. Very skilled aquarium fixing group.
I specialize in marine animals and things. I actually have a book on a certain one that I've studied for like a long time. Could I tell you about it?
Certainly, it sounds fascinating.
Awesome.
Oh yes, fascinating. Cassian says that, and then Amryn kind of looks over and yes, fascinating, and like heads over closer towards Haven and Bobby as you guys are still walking along. I mean, just in general, or any specific ones?
Plants.
There's some nice trees back home, but we're elves. We like the forest and whatnot.
Horse is awesome. What about you, Haven? Do you like trees?
Yeah. I mean, where I grew up, there wasn't much of any trees, but you know, they have their own beauty.
That's sad. Trees are awesome.
We had a different climate that was, you know, beautiful in itself, but
Overhearing this, Amryn kind of eyes you up and down a little bit, just casually. Goes, you Citaran?
Maybe.
I mean, you look Cytarian.
Yeah, it could be.
Interesting. We've seen a lot of their kind lately, haven't we? Yeah, Mother has several meetings now and again.
Where? What? I'm sorry. Why are they meeting?
Oh, well, I mean, as you must have heard, they've been... There's some sort of talks going on within the government. I'm not sure. But our mother is a official from Athos up north. We've been here several months, but it's hopefully just temporary. Oh, hopefully for you, Cassian will pipe in. I'm having a blast here.
Is your mother meets with them?
Occasionally, yes. She's an ambassador of sorts or whatever. Yeah, the one, and Amarin will pipe up. Yeah, and that one individual keeps coming over to the house. Yes. He seemed to have taken a liking to Mother.
Is there any way we could, or I could possibly talk to your mother?
Sure, we'll take you right there once we're in.
You guys don't mind if we make a little detour, do we? Do you?
Cassio, that's fine. We need to run home and grab some things anyways. I'm meeting some friends tonight. If you guys wanted to come, that would be fantastic. Just some drinks, some friends, hanging out.
Yeah. I'll look at the rest of the group. Yeah? Question? Okay, yeah.
Havelock's just gonna look at.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna look at.
Not yet. You guys are still heading towards the gates.
What?
Tim, would Bobby be able to drink?
How old is Bobby?
Like 16, 17?
When do Grung become adults?
After a whole year? Like not
Yeah, you're an adult.
years,
You're an adult.
I don't think there's actually any like age restrictions on drinking in fantasy medieval times. So
Not at all. But if you were concerned, Bobby is a full-grown Grung. After an hour and a half, about 2 hours of walking, you guys get towards the market circle again. You can see Happy the Goblin outside of the tavern that you guys spent kind of just pushing dirt around and eyeing passerbys. As you guys continue through, you can see several, not several, like one or two draconians coming out of Nikolai's tower with several crates of things, and looks like they're cleaning house. Come now, right this way. Have to have one of these, and she puts out like a little like patch badge almost, if you want to get in. So stay close. My good man, good to see you again today. And you can see this large red dragonborn standing there. All is well, I hope. No riffraffs coming in or out. Doesn't say anything. You know, you're always fun to talk to. Be a good lad. Open the gate for me and my friends. He leans over and looks at all of you. Says something in Draconian, which sounds, which I believe some of you would speak. Yep.
Yeah.
Which roughly translates into like shithead or little shit. And this like small humanoid, older, like 50s to mid 50s human comes out, like salt and pepper hair. All right. I'm checking. Coming in. Oh, Mistress Eris. Good to see you. Oh, good to see you, Gerald, as always. We're bringing some friends in. I'm not sure if we're supposed to be doing that right now. It's fine, my man. And like, puts his arm around him, like comfortingly. I have to pull up something because I'm stupid. Sorry. And you can see Amron come around to his other shoulder. And Vale, you would see this. She whispers like something into his ear, and just like his eyes glaze over just a little bit. He goes, right, of course.
Did I see their lips moving?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you got that observant, right? It was literally like a Jedi mind trick, Bobby. It was like, you want to open the gate for us and let my friends in. And the enchantment takes over, and he kind of shakes his hand. It's right. Open the gates. They're fine. As you can see, the large dragon will like pull up a big bolt and walk and open the gates, like scraping open into the stone road. Come on, friends. Let's go. Thank you, sir. And kind of tips his invisible hat because he's not wearing a hat. And like they all walk in and beckon you on. And you enter.
See me like walking past to the Draconians. I just want to fucking stick my middle finger up underneath my coat at them because I'm a passive aggressive teenager.
Yeah. Easy enough to do. After they told you're allowed in, they do pay you no mind. As you walk up the road, this windy road a little bit, the dirt and city grime of the streets and the urban look fades away as the road is surrounded by grassy field, like hilly grass and flowers, and it looks very much like a garden, except the roads are lined with these like townhouses. And in the distance, you can see very large, like mansions, almost like very compared to anything that most of you are used to, except for maybe Haven. These are very illustrious houses. All right, so you want to explore, see anything? Do you have that aquarium to fix, or did you want to go to our place first?
Then what do you all think?
Well, I don't think that I have to fix the aquarium. That's not scheduled for a little bit. So, there's some time to
All right, then.
Okay.
Yeah, let's head. You said you had to pick things up anyways, right, from your place? So.
Yes, certainly. Yeah, we had a few things to pick up. All right, let's go. And they start like skipping up the hill, like in a jolly trot. And you can see there's much less guard presence within the Garden District. They're less worried about crime. They're less worried about things going awry here, it seems. It's very peaceful, and almost the sounds of the city kind of fade out a little bit as you get deeper within this suburb, we'll call it. They lead you up to a fairly large townhouse, not one of the larger mansions, but as they explained, this is not their permanent residence. It's just where they're staying while their mother is here on business, representing the elven kingdom of Athos. They fumble with some keys, and then they note Amron goes and, oh, mother must be home, unlocked, and they open the door. And you see this, again, beautifully laid out, like pillows everywhere, nice welcome bench, small kitchen area that does not seem like it's used very much, but very luxurious settings, beautiful fireplace. Mother, we're home. Are you here? We brought friends. And coming down the stairs, you see an elven man come down the stairs. Robe looks a bit tousled, well dressed. Looks a little bit disheveled. Haven,
Mm-hmm.
you are, as you're coming in, you are looking around, getting your footing, your bearings in. I'm going to share a picture. And you see the white hair and stern, chiseled face of your father coming down the stairs.
Oh. Did you share that picture?
I did. I shared it in Arcanus.
Oh, okay. I'll
He
kind of
turns.
Yeah.
He turns
he
to look
doesn't.
at. He's very chiseled. He's a good-looking guy.
He's a butt chin away from being like top of the fucking line.
He can't believe it's not butter either.
He turns to Amarin and Cassian and goes, "Oh, hello. Your mother and I were just discussing the party tomorrow and our meetings we have and whatnot." And he turns and like catches eyes with you, Haven, and Haven,
Oh,
and he kind of just pauses. What on
Yeah.
earth are you doing here?
you know,
We knew you were traveling, but
I had
here,
very
my son, come. And he goes to like embrace you, very stiff, but as loving as he usually does.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, this is nice. Everyone, this is my dad. Dad, this is a group of people I've been lucky enough to be traveling with.
Trey Silver.
Jeez.
Your service. Would you like a piece of fish jerky?
Oh,
It's actually
I
really good.
shall pass. No, thank you. Hello, Haven's friends.
That's
Hi.
Ghost, and that's Havelock, and that's Bobby. And Bobby's a new addition, but
Right. What are you doing here?
yeah, it's kind of well, true, but also kind of wanted to ask you the same thing.
Yes, of course. Your mother and I are here on business for our city. We were invited here. We are handling the financials of the union between us and the Noxian Empire.
The
What has
Draconians.
happened since you left? Say what now?
I thought you hated them.
Hate is a strong word, son. We're not. We're seeking peace, my boy, and making much headway. But I must run. But you were here for a while. I have to go tell your mother you're here. But I have
Yeah.
meetings.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Yeah, we'll be here for a bit, and I guess the party tonight, so we can catch up
I
then
will. Amaral looked up. Party's tomorrow.
tomorrow.
As they're like digging through some things. Yes, you'll be at the party. Good. I'll let your mother know. Good to see you, son.
Yeah, you too, Dad.
He kind of gives you a stern, like, oh, it goes for a hug, but like it turns into a handshake, and he nods to the rest of you. And then you see this auburn-haired, full wood elf woman come down the stairs following. fixing what's that thing called? The elves wear a lot. Hold on. Not tiara. No,
Circlet.
it's not tiara. A circlet. Fixing like a circlet and a necklace on. I'll share her picture. You see Amryn and Cassian's mother come down the stairs.
I want to lean over to Haven and just be like, I think your dad was up to no good.
Do I get that vibe?
You can give me an insight check.
Okay.
They kind of looked like my mom and dad when, they asked us to go away for like 30 minutes.
Let's skills, insight. It's not great, but okay. 14.
I mean, you can see where someone might get that idea, but it didn't look that way to you.
Okay. I don't know if that's the case, but
I'm gonna lean over to Trey.
Trey,
I'm gonna whisper in your ear.
you actually fixing an aquarium? Or are you just lying?
Obviously.
Okay.
And then I lean back and go towards Ray.
I think he's actually fixing an aquarium. I don't think he's that good of a liar. He's not great. He's not great.
Wait,
So
Bobby. Quiet.
Okay.
So did my dad leave at this point then?
I was gonna say at this point, Cassian's and Amryn's mother comes down and goes, children, you're home. Mr. How do you say the last name? Haven Demore?
Demore.
Mr. Demore, I will see you tomorrow evening to discuss things further. He gives like a curt nod and exits. Sure, so what antics are you up to today? I see you've brought friends. Hello.
Yeah, quick question. How do you know my dad?
Yeah, well, we're both ambassadors for our respective kingdoms, and we're discussing, honestly, things I'm not sure I can discuss with people I don't know, even relatives. You surely you understand.
Yeah, sure. Well, I think we're all set here.
You can see at this point, like, Cassian and Amryn have, like, complete, like, feet up on the coffee table, like, kind of lounging. One of them's grabbed, like, an apple, and they're eating it. Just kind of watching everything with great interest.
I'll follow their lead and just kind of like take a seat beside them on the sofa and put my feet up.
I'm gonna
Alright,
sneak in
well-
towards Mr. Todd and just give him scritches.
I'm gonna look at all the cool stuff because it probably looks really different from my.
It is very different. A lot of elven decor. All right, well, you plan on being productive today? Oh, and Cassian looks up, Gods, no. And she goes, all right, well, lock up when you're done. I have more business to attend to. It's pleasant to meet you all.
Would you like a fish jerky?
I absolutely would not. Have a good day. And she like goes out and shuts the door, leaving you all within their house. And he goes, and Amryn's like leaning back, eating an apple, and Cassian's kind of sitting there like,
Am I sitting next to Amryn or Cassian?
you're like in between them.
Okay, I'm just gonna lean over to Cassian and be like,
My mother, but probably. My mother has had many suitors. I'm sure if it's not a long-term thing, certainly. She's lived a long time.
No, I don't think that's it, to be honest. I will say though, this whole thing is really weird. Seems like they got caught, but not, having, sex, but more so just
I'll get rid of the face
caught.
whenever it's brought up.
Yeah.
I think he's in denial.
All right,
It
Ghost,
could be a
that's
number.
enough.
It could be a number of things. Our mother's been known to mix business and pleasure. So, but honestly,
Yeah.
I try not to think about it.
Okay, yeah.
So what?
Bobby looks very confused.
Right, right. Cameron, did you get what you needed? And she holds up a thin stick. Oh yes. And did you get the other thing? And she holds up like a large flask. Oh yes. Great.
Oh, what are you gonna do with those?
This one is for tonight. This one, she starts to open it, is for now. And she starts drinking it, and she'll hand it off to you, Ghost. So very strong alcohol, like straight up like vodka, or very, very, very strong 100 proof.
Warm. I like it.
Prune juice?
Yes, have some.
Yes.
Cassian
Prune
says.
juice.
Keeps you regular.
Thank you.
Ah. All right. Anything else you all had? What other business did you have? You said you wanted to speak to my mom, but I didn't see a lot of speaking happening.
Yeah, I think I was just really caught off guard. I was not expecting my dad to be here, who lives quite far away. But
Well, I mean, he's obviously. We can establish you're both Citaran. And there is some business with the Citarans here, so are they? What do they do? Are they to be? If they weren't doing what is suggested, he must have some business of importance to be discussing things with our mother.
yeah, and that's, I don't know. It's odd, especially. I am. It's our nation.
Elves from the south, dear.
Yeah.
Been the Amron and Amron looks up. I've been there once or twice. It's a bit hot for my taste.
Yeah, it's in the desert.
Is it true? And Amron will look up and get real close to you, Haven, like not getting off the couch, but like looking towards you. Is it true that you'll get old if you don't go home?
That I will get old?
That you'll get old if you don't, go home.
That is, yeah.
Just say
Yes, it is.
yes. So you'll probably get older before I get old. Maybe in half elf.
I don't know. I think it could be probably around the same, but
No, but you age like that one. And he points over to Trey. Like you age like them, right?
yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure when I'm 100, I'm gonna look relatively well. I think you'll be dead.
More than likely, yeah. But that is, kind of besides the point right now.
I mean, only if you don't go home. Because if you go home, you'll be fine, right?
Right, but I don't want to go home. So, there's that.
Takes a hit off the flash. He gets like that awkward silence. Like,
I don't think
Yeah.
I'll make it to 50, so.
It's not that I'm choosing to age, it's just I'm aging because I choose not to be home. If that makes sense.
My dad always told me that you don't want to grow up. You want to enjoy your young years.
I mean, they're not wrong. Just death is it's a natural occurrence in the cycle of mortality. And
Cassian, not Cassian, yeah, Cassian will pipe up. Like, honestly, if you're all gonna keep starting fights like you did, you probably won't have to wait that long.
hey, yeah. Well, hold on. No, we did a good job.
You did fantastic. It was quite the show.
But I don't know. I just this whole thing with my parents being here and shady backdoor dealings with your mom and the Draconians, it's just not adding up. And we've had some run-ins with the Draconians.
Yeah, they are quite brutish, Cassian will say. Not the funnest bunch. You mean like our mother, or
I'm saying this out loud. I'm a witness.
yeah. I mean, the only elves I've seen are some of ours, and there's some of his, quite a bit of his around right now. And he'll point to Haven.
Drow.
The only drow that you've seen, you saw some drow in the north, Curexus and his friend, and then in the city.
No.
Most of those are tan skinned and white haired like Haven.
No, we were very far away before we came here, and we saw drow in the woods up north.
Drow? You have lived. Never seen a drow. Back home, there's so many rivers. We used to swim in and play in and have parties. It does make you long for home, but Mother says the talks will be done soon. So
Would I know of
we've
any
been here for two.
places to fish? Near
Not
my-
around here. Or near your home, sure, man, but we're not anywhere near your home.
Oh. I don't think I knew. I may have heard.
You are more, you are closer to Havelock's home than to here. You are more in the southern, the jungles of Jareth, the coast of Daria, and the swamps there. Hey, Andy, they're saying they can't hear you on stream. Like, you're super quiet.
Am I? Alright, I'll turn it up.
Like, you might as well be muted, is what they're saying.
Really? Maybe that's what happened Tuesday or whatever. Alright.
Hey.
You know, it's probably just me being really insecure about hearing my voice, so I try to.
Yeah.
I have a note that we saw an illusion drow Dalen?
Yes, you did. That is the no, Dalen is a Citaran elf that you saw.
Okay.
Tan skin and bald. The drow you saw in the illusion was Octavius Vandal, the steward of Valencia, who is second underneath the king, basically.
This is also why I don't take notes, because...
Oh, good. Ask away, and then I can clarify.
Octavius is the drow. Dalen is like Haven.
Amron turns to Cassian while they're sitting in lounge. He's like, "What's just thinking, Cassian? Yeah. You know, most of our professors and whatnot who you couldn't stand. Yeah, most of them works for the assembly, right? Quite a few. Now they're criminals. Yeah, I didn't think of that. That's quite funny.
See, that's
Sorry.
another oddity going on here. What the hell did the assembly do to...
I missed that chance. You're like breaking up.
So, what did the assembly do?
Oh, well, supposedly they were hoarding magical things for themselves to grow their power and take over, I suppose. That's at least what I've heard. That's what Mother said, at least. She doesn't quite buy it, but I don't know. Who am I to say?
That doesn't sound quite right. But oh well.
I say.
Figure it out.
Or we won't. Either way. It's not like it's our responsibility. Right. All right. I'm bored, Amrit says as she takes like another swig off of her flask. And she just passes it off. What shall we do? We could we could go to the... I don't know. What do you all want to do?
I want to see a magical place. Which isn't
Yeah, magic place.
but there's gotta be something really cool up here. Otherwise, why would they guard it?
I want mischief.
Let's strip some people.
That's
Could we use like Kai? Maybe like strip them up.
I heard there's a place in the Garden District that's like really dark, and there's somebody who lives there who like really keeps to themselves, and there's always like really dark people going in and out, and like
idea. You've just described half of the district. It's all secrets and privacy and people who don't like people and governments and politics, and it's a bore, really. It's not that interesting. There's a cafe we could go to. My friend Torn works there. Sure, we could harass him. And you can see that they're the reason they go out into the city is because they find this place an absolute bore.
You know, that sounds awful. I'm gonna say that sounds awful. What about if we egged one of these big fancy mansions?
You go find Haven.
They don't call me Ghost for nothing.
They start quietly discussing this between them.
Wait, they probably have different. Can you get duck eggs here? I've
Get anything you like.
Duck egg a house before.
Oh.
If we're gonna egg and eat eggs, we don't have any here. So there's a little market, high-end things that we get imported and whatnot if they don't sell in the rest of the city. Sure, we can head down into the shops. Yeah, so yeah.
We could make the eggs smell really bad.
I guess if we buy
You guys know
fireworks-
magic, right? No. You can do it with magic, Trey.
I can do magic.
Here. Give me a piece of fish jerky. Here. Here. See? Jerky? Well, I'm gonna prestidigitate it to smell like sulfur and like rot. And hand it back to him.
Oh. All right. So we'll go to the shops, and then we can.
Prestidigitate it back.
We'll give you a little tour. How about that? We'll show you what houses and who we know lives where. I'll show you where the party's going to be tomorrow night. And we'll end our tour after we pick up our friends at the Garden Labyrinth, where we're going to hang out tonight.
Okay.
Cool.
Great. Because if anyone has a problem with it and they try to chase us, they just get lost. And then we run out.
Would we get lost?
Oh, no, stick close. You'll be fine.
He-
Remember,
Right on him.
Amron, his sister, the sister, puts her arm around you, Trey, and leans down to you. Just remember, right is always right. Left is never right. And keep going straight. And you'll be fine.
Cool.
Right. Let's go. And she picks up like her sack that has some various things that she's collected while she was in the house. Let's go have some fun.
Can I try and trip her? Just for fun.
You're more than welcome to try.
What would I have to do?
Give me an attack roll. A trip attack.
Straight?
Yeah.
Would that be like an
Plus
unarmed
your
attack?
dex. So yeah, do like an unarmed attack. But the goal is to trip, not to damage.
Well, that would be a 5 anyways.
She rolled a 15. You go to trip. She doesn't even notice. She just like steps over you. You like go to grab her foot. Mr. Todd just kind of like tilts his head at you. Looks at you with his fox eyes.
You were trying to do mischief. Isn't that like what we're doing?
Tour.
All right. So as you head out into the streets, again, lots of fancy houses. Now that one's a fancy merchant. He owns a lot of the shops in town, in the regular part of town. I don't remember his name. Dwarven fellow, I think. Over here, and you just start naming off some like not important, but some rich people. One's like I said, a fancy merchant that deals with a lot of imports. You get to one like villa. He goes, now that one, I'm not sure what he does. Real hush things. I see a lot of people, unsavory sorts, coming into the garden district who very obviously don't belong. But they come and they visit him. I think it's something, and they like kind of cheekishly like look to see if anyone's listening. Illicit, illegal.
Ghost makes a note of that house.
They continue on. You guys get to the little shop there, and you see a very well-dressed halfling girl with like curly hair, who starts waving like vigorously at Amron, and Amron like kind of perks up and runs up to her and like picks her up. Okay. This is my friend. This is look at my notes. This is Jewel. Jewel, this is everyone. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. Any friend of Amron's is probably more trouble than I need. And then Amron kind of giggles at her. Jewel, I know you're working. We're looking for some eggs. Do you have eggs? Lots and lots of eggs. Why do you need so many eggs?
We're baking cakes.
Yes. No, she'll expect cake later. No, we're not baking cakes. I don't bake.
I bake.
Okay, I guess we're baking cakes. 2, 3, 4 dozen. How many do you need?
For breakfast,
And
too.
she
Don't
looks
forget
to
for
you.
breakfast.
Oh, duck eggs. We need duck eggs, not
Yes.
chicken. Duck.
Big ones.
Large eggs.
2,
Ostrich
3,
if you have them.
6, 7, 7 dozen.
Wow.
Don't forget
that's
about
a lot of
Rig.
eggs.
A dozen
It's
for each
fine.
of us.
Certainly. And Amarin just pulls out like a sack of coin. No question, just hands it to her to Jewel. All right, I'll get you eggs. And she like hollers at one of the stock boys to come out and bring out like another couple of halflings. They look like they might be related, possibly younger siblings. And they bring you out like a small little crate of eggs with like hay in it and keeping them safe. All right, I'll see you tonight at the at the in the place. Yes, tonight. I like her. Wait, ghost male or female? I cannot remember.
Female.
Okay, I like her. Me too. And to continue on, you can see nice cafes and it's very snobby, rich, almost like the feeling I want is like an Italian town, like very like a lot of buildings and small streets with garden and flowers, and you have to kind of cut around a lot of it.
What's Haven like throughout these 2 hours? Is he being quiet? Like,
Yeah. I wouldn't. He's like kind of there mentally, but mostly just kind of what's going on and why his dad was there, and definitely like not all of it.
gotcha. And do we feel like people are watching us like they were outside of the walls? Because I am also super observant, and I knew.
You are strangers. You were probably all not dressed as nicely as most everyone.
Right.
So they definitely take notice of you. They see you with Amarin and Cassian, and they assume that this isn't the first time they've brought friends from the lower parts of the city. Like, but it is probably the largest group of friends they've ever brought.
Okay.
Over there, that's Harold. Harold's a dick. Fuck you, Harold. And you just see like Cassian like flip some guy off. Fucking dick. And it's just like this like cafe cook like bringing out food to someone. He's like no clue why he's getting flipped off.
Yeah,
Tried to poison. He tried to. No, he tried to poison me one time. He did not try to poison you. I am allergic to almonds, and he put it in my food. You're not allergic to almonds. You just don't like them. I'm allergic.
Anyway, that's just rude and general.
There, and then you see as you guys exit like into more of the open, more of the hilly grass fields and flowers of the garden district. You see up on the this hill this mansion of sorts. And she goes, "You were looking for one of those dark places? Well, that's not really one of them. That is where the party is tonight.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow night. Sorry, tomorrow night. That is where the party is tomorrow night. Some big hullabaloo with some big important person that I have no idea who the fuck they are. But our mother's invited, so we're invited, and so you're invited.
Good.
But everyone who's anyone will be there."
As we're walking, Ghost is just going to kind of like run her fingers through her hair and prestidigitate it so that it falls and like kind of like curls.
Sure.
And then kind of like tug at her shirt a little bit so that it kind of like comes out and looks a little bit fancier and like has a little bit
It's
more
like
embellishment to
subtle
it.
Subtle changes that someone might not notice, but
Yeah.
Bobby, you definitely noticed.
Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that's really cool.
I can kind of do it to you.
I don't think you
And
want to
I'll-
touch me. You might die.
I will just kind of like go to touch him, stop, and then just be like, and prestidigitate his clothes so that they're like really like clean and look like freshly pressed.
Yeah, totally. Your armor and your clothing are like starchy almost.
See, I'm not very comfortable in this because I like plants and dirt.
Okay.
But it's
And I'll just-
good for tonight.
I'll just prestidigitate it so that it's like filthy again. I like that spell. Okay, let's go.
All right, you guys continue. Okay, so are we looking for a government official? Are we looking for just an asshole? Or are we looking for who are we messing with?
We could do.
I'm down for
trying to
anything.
Poison you.
Someone who dabbles in scientific ick.
So a nerd.
No, more like mad scientist in high society.
I was just thinking a fancy nerd.
I don't really follow what you mean. I don't know people that well.
Who is doing a lot of research.
Nerd. Nerd.
Kind of magical research. Not really magical research.
You're not making a whole lot of sense, I'm gonna be honest.
I think
Someone who has a lot of people over that seem to never leave.
Yeah, I mean, you said you know all about this part of the city, right?
Yeah, we know something. We know where to get the best drinks, where the best food is, who's an asshole. I'm gonna do a history check for them, and depending on that roll, they might have some information or they might be shit. Okay,
Gotta readjust.
that's a 10 plus. It's a 13. Do you have anything else you can give me? Any more specifics? Because you're being extremely vague, and I don't know everyone that well.
Nobody thinks.
Do you have a name? Are you looking for someone particular?
There's someone particular that may have access to the sewers? Are there any houses?
And then why would you go to the sewers? Hey, Trey, give me a survival check.
Oh boy, that's an 11.
Yeah, you've lost track of where those pipes might have led a while ago at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, there's irrigation systems into everyone's house somewhere.
Really? There's public plumbing?
Yeah. Some sort of system. Someone tried to show us at one point, but our interest was very, very small.
Unless
I just said, show me the hole to pee in, and I'll be good.
Gotcha. I don't know. Hey, let me see one of those eggs.
All right, here's an egg.
I'm gonna look at a house.
Currently, you guys are standing in front of the very large mansion that you guys will be attending a party to the next night.
Trey, that is currently ill-advised.
trying to follow the lead.
Anyways, are you looking?
Hold on.
Where are they?
And I'll
Holding-
prestidigitate it to smell really, really fucking bad. Be like, okay, now drop this in someone's bag as we walk past them.
I like that.
You want
That
knowledge
sounds
of
good. Fox?
and, like,
Does he have Does he have thumbs? Can he hold an egg? Wouldn't they find it weird putting? I mean, do it. I want to see it happen. That's fair. I do want to see it happen. Go ahead.
I'm just asking in general. That'd be better.
In general, I mean, if you fail, it sounds excellent.
Frog legs for dinner.
Okay. Never mind. It's fine.
I will say, in the distance, Haven and Merc would notice this. You guys and Bobby, you'd see it, but you don't really know what it means. You see that same Citaran elf, the bald one who was in Nikolai's tower, having that conversation with him. In the distance, going into a house further down the road. Not as quite as magnificent as this one, but still a quite nice house.
Who's that guy?
Ask your friend. I don't know. He's one of those Citarans. I think he's with that new group, the one they brought in to take over for the assembly. The Shadow Court or something like that.
Oh, that doesn't sound ominous at all.
Well, I mean, and they turned to Haven, right? I mean, that's your whole gig, right? He's not here, is he? I just see that.
No, he's not.
I
here.
just saw that. I'm like, oh wait. Well, they'll explain, and I'm sure Haven would confer. Their city is called the City of Shade. Shadows and shade, and they worship. I mean, their whole people are cursed by the Raven Queen. Their whole thing is shadows. So it's on point, on brand, really.
And they're in with the Draconians?
Yes, they've come to some arrangement of peace, I guess.
Didn't we fought some Draconians, didn't we?
Really? Where? Why?
I'm not sure they were draconians or if they were just really large lizard people. Hard
Still
to tell
sounds
the
fascinating.
difference sometimes.
I hate. It's one I don't know.
I mean,
It's a gift.
did the people we fought look like the guard that we went by? Like, did they look like dragons?
And there is a very
I'm
There's a
asking
lot
for
of different-
Trey's thing because he wouldn't
Yeah,
catch up on the
There-
subtle hints.
no for Trey especially. There's so many different kinds of dragons and dragonborn, draconians, and there's such a wide variety of kinds. It'd be hard to pinpoint. You see that the rest of you kind of tune in and see that Citaran elf at this house knocking, and you see the door open, and they'll Bobby give. I know your perception's really good, but I want an active perception check from like give me everyone. I want to see who notices. Yeah, so does Bobby. Yeah, what's yours?
It was, I fudged up.
I got a
Mine's
13.
22.
16.
Cool. Very observant, boys. 16. What was yours, Havelock?
13.
13.
That's 24.
And what was your Bobby? Your roll?
That
22.
was the roll.
All right, so Bobby and Trey And I'd say, Vale, you see, and Bobby, this freaks you out a little bit. You see the face of Mr. Vandermar answer the door, shake his hand, go to shake his hand, but Dalen just ignores him and like walks in, and Mr. Vandermar does and then shuts the door.
He didn't say
Jog
anything.
my memory. Who's Mr. Vandermar?
He's one of the guys you killed down in the slums.
Yeah,
The tall, skinny.
3 hours
Yeah.
ago.
Oh.
About 3 hours ago. Nope.
They didn't say anything. Okay.
Can we egg that house?
Sits down.
That house. Yep.
I think
We should definitely egg that house.
Hey, Black, you want in on
That's-
this
yeah,
egging? Have you ever egged a house before?
I mean, we didn't really have buildings per se, but fish eggs. There's a certain fish that has these really big gelatinous eggs that's a really good squish to it, and it's really sticky. And it's
If
a perfect
you
little.
boil them down, it's really good.
On that note, let's take a break.
Oh gosh, we'll go over the Streamlabs. We'll be back.
while I was coming back, and I was like, oh.
All good. Hey, we're live.
Hey, what up? Welcome back. So, you guys are kind of on the street in the Garden District. You guys saw Dalen, the inspector for the Shadow Court of the Titaran Empire, go into this house, greeted by Mr. Vandemar, who you slayed not only 3 or 4 hours ago.
Something's happening here.
Are we egging that house?
I don't know if
yeah,
we want to put
I'd
it
like
up
to.
there again, do we?
Yeah, we do.
It's very obvious that Cassian and Amron did not notice Mr. Vandemar. They're just focused on you a lot, very much.
The deal. Ghost. Did you see that?
Yeah.
He blocked.
Weird. I've never seen anything like that in my entire life.
Did you see that? Hey, block.
I don't know. You saw the person walking in the house?
You remember Tall and Creepy that we killed outside the city gates?
I think so.
Like a few hours ago, he had all these like ghosties and everything.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
he was in that house.
What?
Decidedly not dead.
Cassian. Have to go see what's going on then, right? Cassian like kind of perks up. I mean, that's exciting.
Very. Can you just
Wait.
refresh my memory? Just by a couple weeks. When we killed them, and weren't they like? Did they have like no blood? Basically, it was just like
Yeah.
black.
Yeah. And then when they died, you saw their spirits for a brief second.
Oh. Yep. Just remember.
So that looks like some shit to start.
Please, I want to see the master at work, and kind of like gestures towards you, Ghost. We will enjoy the show. This is your fun to have.
Who wants eggs?
Okay, give me some eggs.
Give me some eggs. I'm gonna do this. Hey, Black. You want some eggs with us?
Thail's gonna like pull down on her dress a little bit so that it shifts, so that it has like a really large pocket.
Sure.
And then just start like filling up the pocket with eggs.
Cameron and Cassian are watching. Like, she is unhinged.
I'm gonna put
Havok's gonna back up with Haven and just kind of observe.
I'm gonna put 3 in one hand and have the 4th at the ready. I'm gonna like ask Havelock to hold my bow so it doesn't affect me in any agility things.
I'll hold this.
Thank you.
Okay.
Care of her. She's really good though.
Hey, Trey.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to make us like both a little more stealthy?
No.
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 Unfortunately.
I'm not that kind of ranger.
Damn.
I just eyes for like
I
a
mean,
minute.
I can fend for myself pretty well, so can you...
Wait, Bobby. Bobby, did you just say that you can help us be stealthy?
Well, no, I could just like give you some guidance.
Well, that's not gonna do nothing. Okay, let's go. Bobby, you should probably stay here.
No, come.
Trey and I'll handle this one.
What
Okay, let's go.
are you doing? Doing like 45s, we're gonna egg this from like the right and left angle? How are we doing this? I'm watching
well,
Sal, and as soon as she does something, I'm reacting.
Okay. So I'm gonna like try to kind of like stealth my way onto the front lawn, kind of.
Hop the fence.
And like kind of try to make sure that I'm not being seen.
Give me an investigation. Oh, not investigation. Stealth roll.
Stealth roll.
I'm gonna do the
Hey,
same.
give me a stealth roll.
You want?
Give me
one?
stealth rolls. I want one from each of you.
I got a 2.
That's a 16 from me.
Hold on. Where's the skill? Stealth. That's an 8.
Dale, you feel confident that you are unseen. What are you doing?
I am going to go around and I am going to place all of the like 10 eggs or whatever that I found, just kind of like along the windowsills and kind of like along wherever there's a window. I'm just going to start placing eggs underneath it. And then I want to retreat to a hidden spot.
Give me a perception check while you do that.
Okay. That's not fantastic. 12?
Strong enough that you're putting the eggs on the windowsills, like the first level windowsills, and you get to see a window that and a almost like a what's the word? Basement. What is the word I'm looking for? A door, like a not trap door, but like a like an outside basement
Like a
door. I
Bilko
cannot remember
door.
what that's called right now.
It's a Bilko door.
Like
the
a
ones
cellar
that
door?
open up the
Yes,
door.
yes. Yeah, like a cellar door. And you thought your eggs smelt bad, but the smell coming from that is 10 times worse.
Okay. So as I place the eggs, I'm gonna like, as I finish placing all of the eggs, I am going to just kind of like bulk make them smell like.
Bulkhead, that's what I was looking for. Sorry. That was the word.
I will just do like a bulk batch of prestidigitation, fucking awful. Like, just
Okay.
most nauseating, rotten, putrid
Sure.
smell that you can think of.
Okay.
Before I encountered that cellar, anyway. And then I'm going to retreat to a safe distance. And I'm going to use Mage Hand to pick the eggs up one by one and smash them against the windows.
Okay. Easy enough to do. And the smell is truly horrible in combination with the smell coming from the basement. Give me a con check. Not for puking, but for holding your form.
Oof. Yep, that's fair. So concentration saving throw or just straight up check?
Saving throw.
Saving throw. That is a 14.
Easy enough for you to be able to hold it, though you do almost throw up.
Yep.
Trey, you're going around the other side with your eggs. And you rolled a 2?
Yeah, it was an 8.
You-
total.
Yeah. You hit your chin on what looks to be like you make your way towards the back, and there's like a small like family cemetery almost. And you don't notice that you walk into it, and you hit your shin on like a broken headstone, and you drop 3 of your eggs.
Oh! No! They break?
Yeah.
I have one left. I am gonna find a window. I'm gonna look at it. Flip it off while no one can see me. And launch the egg, and then I'm gonna run away real fast!
The egg just goes and then you just run.
You're gonna like just barrel roll over
As you
like,
run,
the hedgerow
as
and
you
the fence
you
and
guys make it back to the group, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm out of breath.
Except Vale will just walk away fairly casually.
I'm not gonna lie. Amryn looks up and says, it's a bit underwhelming.
Oh,
Yeah, nothing really happened.
sorry. Just 1 second. Let me check something. Mm, How far away is the house from us now?
50 feet maybe.
50 feet?
Feel like that's a safe enough distance.
Okay.
Kinda
If I expend a spell slot, can I just kind of like call Shadow to me? Or Midnight to me?
Where's Midnight currently?
In the Fey Realm?
Oh, yeah, in the pocket. For all intents and purposes, in the little pocket dimension. So you're just trying to. Did Midnight die?
Yes, yeah. So like
Oh, okay.
I would have to like ritual.
Yeah.
cast.
I'll let you use that spell slot to do that. That's fine.
Okay. So I'll just kind of like open up my spell book and go, that's and I'll just reach into the book and like pull Midnight out by the back of his neck and
Yeah.
set him on the book and just be like, that's better.
I think I saw someone do that. I think I saw someone do that as a child once. I think it was a rabbit though.
We're like dive barrel
And then
over
I'll
a
close the
hedgerow.
book and I'll boop Midnight on his beak and just be like, good boy. And I'm casting I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath on Midnight because we've established that's the only thing that I really can do.
Yeah.
And then send him off to the house. And I'm going to have him Dragon's Breath freeze the outside of the house.
Well, that's something now. Should we run now? Or are we gonna wait for them to come out?
I jump over
Okay.
the hedgerow.
We should hide and wait for them to come out because I
jump
want to
o-
see the look on their
I jump
faces.
over the hedgerow and I fist pump and like, direct hit! I got it! Look at it! I'm gonna point to the egg that you can't see.
Can you give me a saving throw, dexterity saving throw for Midnight?
Fair. Oh, Midnight's really not gonna like me. What is his saving throw? Okay, so he would take on the characteristics of the Raven.
Yep.
So how do
So it's
I?
a Raven. So it's just a straight dex. There's no the proficiency bonus 2. So let's do dex check plus 2. So straight roll plus 4.
Familiar.
What's all of
Here we
that?
go. Okay. Raven. Add. Beauty. Okay. Dex is, plus 2. Okay. Oh, that is a modded 20. Natural 18.
Nice. You see Midnight freezes the top windows of this thing, and you see there's these gargoyles on the side of it, and the eyes open on one of them, and this like green necrotic beam shoots out at Midnight, but Midnight tucks and dives. There is some sort of defenses onto this house that if something more than an egg threatens it, seems to activate. You can hear Casting go, "Oh shit!" like go run to go hide somewhere.
Oh, wow.
I believe. You see Amryn immediately, like this illusion comes over her as like a regular human female with black hair, and she kind of like walks the other direction, like with her hands in her pocket.
If I see anyone come out of there, I'm casting Bane on them.
Okay.
In case.
And you can see Cassian, he goes and hides as best he can, like behind like a bush. There's some hedges. But you, Vale, and as you all follow, you can see that he's cast shield on himself immediately.
Hey, Buck, did you see that? Direct hit. You should join in next time. I think you could do the same. You're probably better than me.
We should all just walk casually down the street as if we're going to pass it.
Are we? Okay.
Shouldn't we? Do you think that's a good idea? Usually, I don't know.
Acting
Okay.
like nothing's amiss is probably our best bet.
Right. I'm gonna stay here.
You do that.
And in a moment, you can see an alive one, and you can see coming out of the house, a door opens, and you see Dalen, the Citaran elf, come out. He's got a dagger drawn down low, and right behind him, with hand wand up, you see a halfling. With sideburns and shaggy hair. He wears a very typical wizard hat, like pointy and floppy. I have a picture of him somewhere. Give me one moment. Stern look on his face. Vale, you vaguely recognize him as Professor Yolani Fallonfoot.
My Bane would have probably gone through on one of them.
Probably Dalen would have been the first one.
I'm
That he
going
came
to
out.
cut concentration on Dragon's Breath. And I will just kind of like telepathically instruct Midnight to just kind of act like a bird and hide.
Yeah.
Roost somewhere close-ish by.
I'm going to have them both make perception checks.
Bane is
Oh.
13 charisma.
He succeeds. Got an 18. But I rolled 2 8s on their perception, so. Yolani turns to Dalen and it kind of goes in. Bobby, you can see their lips. Andy, do you have the observant feat as well? Then I believe you can read their lips as well.
Both of the Rangers.
He looks to Dalen and says, "Were you followed? Does anyone know I'm here? Get out of my sight and don't come here again." And he like shuts the door as Dalen kind of brushes off and heads up towards the castle in the distance, towards that direction. Many more villas and houses on the way up, but he's heading in that direction.
I'm gonna elbow Still and Havelock and Haven and, you know,
Yeah.
let them know.
You saw that too, Trey?
Yeah, of course I did. I gotta get out of there. So,
Just the big eyes.
yeah, they are big. Big cows, too. Sorry. Just going towards castle. I don't think I know that guy. But he wasn't happy. And I don't think it had anything to do with the eggs, which is very disappointing.
He's a professor at the Ingmar Academy.
That's different. Academy.
That would be the one that I went to. I mean, my friend went to.
Sit down. Cassian from behind the bush. Amarin, like in her disguise, is like walking back up towards you guys. Well, you guys certainly know how to stir trouble.
Sometimes. Never really was a troublemaker, but I meant this group.
Trouble in the name of, information is always wanted and needed.
I am out of booze.
Well, that just won't do.
No. Cassian, shall we go home and prepare for tonight? Maybe let our friends explore a little now that they're here and we can meet up?
Are you scared?
No, we just have things to do.
What the? I thought
Insight
you were gonna
check.
Show us around.
Sure, give me insight. Yes. Well, we showed you around. We let you cause some trouble.
You also have to fix an aquarium?
What was that insight?
I'm going back to my abilities and saves. My insight is a +4, 16.
I will say they do feel. You can feel that they feel uncomfortable. And it might be more than just about them causing trouble. But it's about them bringing attention to themselves. They're not that exciting about it. They enjoy causing trouble. They enjoy watching mischief, but they're not normally the ones that cause it around here again.
They're just afraid of being caught.
Yeah. But I'll say there's a hint of the fear comes from that, but there's a hint of something else too that they're afraid of. More than just getting caught, being looked down on, being judged. Not necessarily for, I'll say with that insight, not necessarily for what they do, but for what they are. You enjoy yourselves. We're gonna head back to the house. Rig kind of tugs on your robe's veil.
Oh.
Hey,
Hi.
do you think? Do we trust them?
No.
I'm tired.
Okay, buddy. Let's find somewhere for you to get some rest, okay?
Thank you, Theo. He says it really quietly.
No problem. And don't
He
worry,
kind of.
they would have known me as May.
He holds on to your arm, like he doesn't let go. Kind of just sticks to your side, like a kid does. All right, well, you see over there, and they point to like a center, kind of a center of some of the district, is this large like hedged garden. Tonight at roughly a little bit more for midnight, maybe. That's where we're gathering. We're going to have some drinks, some music, some fun. We'll introduce you to all of our friends.
Okay. Sounds like a good time.
Yes. Great time. And you kind of see they side eye, and you notice some people who are in the distance start to take notice of them, and you can hear them kind of whispered hush talk to each other, and they look very uncomfortable. So they like say their goodbyes and they start heading back towards their house. I guess what I'm trying to say is you gather there's another reason why they hang out outside of the Garden District other than some unknown reason.
I'm gonna plaster on like my nicest face possible, like just beautiful beaming smile, and I'm just gonna turn to the rest of the group and just be like, you guys wait here a second, just one sec. And I want to go up to one of these people that I can see whispering.
Oh, sure.
Kind of approach them. And I just want to look. Hi.
Oh?
Sorry, I'm new around here, and we're looking for somewhere that I can put my son to bed for the evening. We didn't pass any inns or anything on the way up.
So there's a nice hostel up down the road, and they point in a direction to where that would be. It's not. You're looking nice, and you're looking a little more fancier, so it's worth the money. But
A hostel?
there's several rooms, community kitchen. Some people bunk up together.
That doesn't seem like it would fit in with this.
Nobody here uses it.
Well, that's fair enough. I suppose we could try to track down our family friends, though we're not quite sure where they're staying. Those people were kind enough to try to give us a tour, but do you know what their deal is?
Those people? You're talking about the heiresses. Yes. Well, it's an unfortunate story. See, their mother, they're half elves, as you can see, and these are full elves that you're talking to. Now, I have nothing against half elves, of course. Humans and elves, fine. But their father was a bit unsavory sort. Outside of the district. Criminal, some people say.
Do you know what kind of criminal? Purely for
Gossip too much.
curiosity.
Thief of sorts, some say. But very low class, very not here. And those children's, they seem to have inherited a lot of his traits.
They were telling me some of their school stories. They seemed different.
Different's a good word. They like to spend their time outside of the Garden District, which is just fine. It seems to be where they belong.
You don't say. Well, thank you very much for your help. We'll try to go see about that hostel, or maybe, do you know by chance where the are staying?
Who?
The Haven's family.
Oh, the Amors. Give me a persuasion check.
Let's see, 13 plus 2, 15.
I'm not sure what you speak, and they point in a direction. But a lot of the Citans staying over in that section of the district.
Ah, thank you. Well, we'll go now. I've got to get this little one to bed. Lads,
All right. What are we doing now? More egging?
well, we should go try and find the Amor's estate.
Have luck. Give me a perception check.
Ooh, 17.
17. You see, as you guys walk down the road, you see on a piece of bramble on like a bush, a large section of scales.
Okay.
Not scales, sorry. I have to correct myself. Let's call it, backing up. You see a tooth underneath on one of the brush. And give me a nature check with advantage.
Okay, so I'll reach down and pick it up and look at it. Advantage. Oh, well, I rolled a 5 and then I rolled a natural 20. So
Hell
giving
yeah,
me a
dude.
26.
One moment. Sorry, one second. Just get my notes. You recognize this tooth as a shark tooth. Specifically, a lion shark tooth, which are they're what's the word I'm looking for? They are they call home closer to the ocean, to the coast. From you've seen quite a few of them. With a natural 20. You know that the saliva of a lion shark has a similar effect on its prey that it bites and doesn't kill as to lycanthropy.
Oh. That's fun.
And only with a natural training would you have gotten that information. So
Can I tell how old the tooth is?
natural 20, sure.
Like how fresh it is?
Within the week.
Dang. Okay. I'm gonna stutter a little bit. Come here.
Yeah.
This is a shark tooth.
Okay.
I found it on the ground.
Okay.
We're a long way from the ocean.
Uh-huh.
And this is a week old. Like it is fresh from a shark it was harvested from a shark like a week ago.
Are we still standing outside Buddy Boy's house?
No, you guys have been walking for a while now.
Okay.
And I'm only
Towards that
talking loud.
district.
Only talking loud enough so you can hear me, basically. And then, but there's a side effect when you get bit by these and you don't die. You change.
Okay.
And it's rather gruesome.
Okay. Would you maybe give like a little more detail than that?
A shark person?
Huh. haven't fought one of those yet. Okay, we will be on the lookout for a shark person. I wonder where they would have got bit.
Or I don't know. I want to know who brought it here.
That's a very good question. Very good question. You should turn that into a necklace.
I'm gonna try and put it in something protective right now. Okay.
Oh,
And-
or attach it to the end of a spear.
No.
I mean, to be fair, the tooth probably doesn't have any saliva on it now.
Just say you
Or
needed a spear. I got a
if I
spear.
just a little mischievous thought, real quick.
Yeah.
Little meta. If I was like a little chaotic, I'd secret handshake and stab
Yeah.
Andy's character just to get him to be like a shark.
Again,
person.
it's a week old, so any saliva or anything like that is probably not there.
Yeah.
But cool idea.
I'm gonna pocket that. Maybe tell Haven if he's done daydreaming, but
Yeah.
all right. So that's happening right now.
Sure. I'll say, as you guys head to the Dimmore's residence, let's end tonight there. That's a good spot as you guys head towards that district. Learned a lot. You've experienced a lot.
All right.
You're in the Garden District where you wanted to be.
Good boy.
Okay.
Nice. Well done, Tim. We have Arcanus, or not Arcanus was tonight. We have Terratua Saturday and Vald Agency next Tuesday. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, tune in for that. Right?
Yeah. Punch that shit and like that stuff so you can know what's going on and buy stuff from andd.com. AndD shop? I don't know what it's called, Andy. You have to say.
ShopAndDND.com.
Shop
Bam!
andd.com.
Slap it.
Nice.
And when you
Great
click
job.
on that link, the image that you'll see was hand drawn by Miss Lex over here. So fucking check out her shit. And if you're in the Canada area, go get tatted, man.
Big area.
Fucking,
Yeah, do it.
like,
Okay, so Canada is a very large area. If
It's
you are
very
specifically
large.
in the Calgary, Alberta area,
yeah, that's
yeah,
what
there
I
you
said.
Check her out.
Yeah.
All right, then.
You all stay classy, world.
World.
Wow. Broad strokes.
It's like a number 1000 brush.